It's funny because there's so much data to show how powerful creativity can be with navigating mental health and just tapping into creativity to really have more focus and to have more flow in everything you're doing. And I think that as I transitioned, my anxiety levels, like they would rise when I was doing shoots and it was for someone new or something really big or travel was involved or whatever. But for the most part, being able to create and just help other people relax and feel comfortable in front of the camera, it allowed me to relax too. It was that human connection that I think I was never desperate for human connection by any sense, but it was that human connection that I think kind of alleviated some of the stress.
Really
That, and I
good.
always prayed beforehand so that I would do a good job. But but then transition right? But then transitioning to just coaching, what happens, I think, when anxiety really kicks in, and I don't know any entrepreneurs that have never experienced this, but is imposter syndrome. And
Mm,
all of those things, when you're already predisposed to anxiety, then those thoughts of what if I'm not good enough? What if people don't like me? What if I don't help them enough? What if they don't succeed? And I had to do a lot of internal work to remind myself that I have been on this journey and I have
mhm.
learned all these things, and I've learned these things and experienced everything that I've experienced so that I can help other people. And everything that I have had to this point has given me the ability, the expertise to now help them. So I can help them build that foundation, but what they do with that foundation then is on them. The
Yeah.
responsibility goes on back to them. And
Yeah.
so having done all of that mindset work for myself has helped me be able to keep my anxiety levels down and just serve, really just be in the moment and serve with whatever topic comes up during a coaching call,
Yeah. It's a lot of
right?
times they're like, oh, you're a business coach. I'm like, and a therapist and a pastor and all these
I
things,
know.
a marriage counselor at one point in my career. But it's like understanding that like I think when we can shift that anxiety away from our outcome factor towards their success allows us to stand in the I'm doing what I'm called to do. I'm doing that
Mhm.
and serving out of the tools and the equipment that I know how to do that. And I'm not faking anything, faking to making it. Like I just, it doesn't feel good. It feels hard. And it does have that element of overwhelm because we're putting the pressure of their outcomes on us. And so I really love that you said that specifically because I think a lot of times when we are coaching, we do feel this sense of responsibility towards
Mhm.
their ROI, for instance, their return on investment, be it finances, be it wealth, be it health, be it whatever, a healed marriage, even, right?
Yeah.
Certainly, I'm trying to say surely and certainly opportunity for there to be growth. But what I always fall back to is activation. I always come
Mhm.
back to I can give you everything that I have. And I really feel like as a coach and as a friend, even I lay it all out there. I'm like,
Mhm.
here are all my secrets. Here's my whole Mary Poppins bag. And at the end of the day, like you can only use one tool at a time. You can only apply one tool at a time until you learn how to use them effortlessly. And then it becomes so easy for you. But I just really encourage people who are listening, if they're in any sort of educational background, even if you have an e-course and you're not one-to-one with someone, it's this recognition that their outcome isn't on your shoulders. You've shown up to the highest caliber of yourself and given
Mhm.
all that you can. And anxiety associated to that, I think of the wheelhouse of like constant rat race, right? Which is what society deems normal.